Hello.
Hello. That was pretty cool.
Hey.
That was dope.
I haven't seen that before. That's really cool.
Good job, Janks. Good shit.
Thank you. That literally came out of me going, I feel like we need to explain our characters, but I don't want to take the time at the beginning of every session to explain who we are.
Yeah. Some of us don't have the brain capacity to remember who we are as people, let alone as characters.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to The Road to Elturel, our lovely Saturday campaign here on Carpe Diem. Last time on Road to Elturel, our characters woke up from some terrible nightmares that they were having. They wildly accused the newcomers, Hailra and Ardius, of being responsible for the nightmares, and then went back onto the road, failing to actually investigate the fire that was poisoning them, which makes me laugh so much. On the road, they were attacked by a small cadre of displacer beasts, which knocked Kaya off of her horse onto the ground. The rest of the party rushed to her aid, and they drove the displacer beast back into the forest, then took off at a gallop as they heard the displacer beast call on the rest of her pack. About an hour or so down the road, in sight of the city of Subar, they slowed to a stop, and they decided to take a moment to decide what their next move was going to be. Hattie received messages from her mentor telling her to go to Hard Buckler before she goes to Elturel to get an object which may help her in her quest. And Kaya, our bard, drew on a pack of magic tarot cards that she received from a hag. These tarot cards revealed two things: Hattie and Seymour outside the town of Hard Buckler, and Kaya and Snipe standing at the entrance of the Bloody Oak Tavern in Scornabel. As the characters contemplated what these cards could mean and what they meant for the character's future, Reyna noticed that one of their party members was missing. Seymour, who had been riding Kaya's horse, was dislodged during the attack of the placer beasts and is now missing somewhere on the road from Borskier Bridge to
I haven't
Subar.
watched the previous episode.
Rest in pieces, my dear.
We might have left
We
you
are
behind.
so sorry.
It's okay.
We
This is
didn't
why
think
we
about it at
apologize
all.
to you.
We weren't there. It was like we just assumed.
Yeah.
Beyond the
You
law.
jumped into the horse and we would run off.
I'm not a pet. You don't forget about your pet. You know, you can get away with forgetting about your pet in this campaign, not a
Oh no, I
character.
didn't forget Arthur. Arthur's fine.
Oh, as long as
Beetlejuice is
Arthur's
fine.
Not worry about it. Then.
Arthur's doing great. Seymour,
Yes.
you open your eyes. And when you open your eyes, you are looking directly into the broken, bloodied, smashed face of a displacer beast.
Okay. That's disgusting. I think he's gonna just push it off. Push it away from him.
Yeah, you reach out to push it away. It's a lot heavier than you think.
Oh,
it is
no.
all dead weight. It is a very big cat.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
He's just gonna be looking around, going, "Hello, hello, anyone? Okay."
Yes. So as you look around, you find yourself. Of course, you can see because of your devil's sight, but you find yourself with earth above and around you. There are rotten, moth-eaten fabrics strewn across the floor. There is wood that appears to have been splintered, although some of it is holding because it appears that is what's holding up this space. And all around this space, there are markers. Some of them stone cairns, some of them broken battle standards, some of them actually full stone sarcophagi that appear to have markings on them. And you are in the middle of a circular room with 2 exits and this displacer beast on the floor. So you've finally woken up.
How long was I out for this time?
Well, you were conscious for all of 30 seconds after you woke up from the nightmare, before you relapsed into shock.
Well, I was hoping for a bit of proof, but I guess not. What's going on? Is it just me and you, or?
Yes. Your friends are idiots. On the road, they were attacked by displacer beasts. You were knocked off, and they were so frightened for their own lives that they galloped off down the road without checking to see if you were still on the horse.
I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised, if I'm honest. Any idea where we went? I have no idea.
Well, I suspect that they went on to Subar, but I'm afraid that you and I have other business. You see, to prevent the displacer beast from chewing you to death, I had to heal it. Unfortunately, that only saved you. And as a part of our contract, I'm required to help your little friends as well.
Oh, well,
So,
that's good.
So, a deal was struck.
Okay. Who, when, how? Just give me the details.
In exchange for healing her, the displacer beast spared you. In exchange for calling her pack off your friends, we are down in the barrows that used to be their den. You see, that displacer beast there was the mate of the displacer beast that attacked you on the road. This was their den until something came out of the barrow tunnels and chased them away. The displacer beast is angry, Seymour. Animals have different sorts of emotions from people, but revenge is something that is surprisingly universal. In exchange for your friends' lives, we are down here so that you may destroy the thing that killed her mate.
Okay, and are you here to help, or are you here to observe and make little comments here and there? Are we a team today, or what?
We're always a team, Seymour. That's the relationship between patrons and their warlocks. But I am primarily here to make sure that I don't lose my investment. So, here's what we're going to do. You're going to take one of the claws off that dead displacer beast over there, and we're going to prepare your sword as we walk.
Okay. Seymour's apprehensive. I'm so excited. So yeah, he'll just get his he'll bounce his sword out, and then he's gonna look at Tinnibrus and go, right-handed or left-handed?
The claw? You'll want it in your dominant hand.
Okay. And he's just gonna he's gonna lift it's a big cat, isn't it? He's just gonna have to hack away at it. Like, but he wants to try and do it smoothly, so he's gonna like just try and swipe it once so it cuts off in one go. Yeah, I don't think he wants to try and impress Tinnibrus right now, if I'm being honest.
All right.
Not in a flirtatious way, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, he just wants to impress. It's true.
Well, so weirdly, I know some things about. I should note that this is mostly because a lot of the theater I used to do was Shakespearean theater around that time.
Yeah.
It takes an impressive amount of strokes to cut through flesh and sinew and bone. So, yeah, your sword is sharp but used, so it will take a few hacks.
That's fine. Yeah.
Luckily, it appears that the displacer beast has been dead for long enough that there's not blood flowing out of the cuts that you're making.
Sure.
But you can eventually remove one of the pawls.
Right, paw, please, DM.
All right. Now, Seymour, I think it's only fair of me to ask, do you have any questions?
I have a few, actually, and I wasn't planning on asking you now.
Well, we can always talk and walk if you prefer.
Of course, yes. That's totally fine. I mean, prepare my sword how? That's the most important thing right now. What are your plans, Tinnibrus? If I can call you Tinnibrus, I don't think I've actually called you Tinnibrus to your face before.
It is my formal address, so I see no reason why you shouldn't.
Okay.
I have seen the thing that drove the displacer beast from their den. An image of it lived in the mind of the displacer beast on the road. It is tall, with cold, burning eyes, and a deep anger. If you're going to face it, we're going to have to improve how your sword cuts. I'll instruct you as we walk.
Okay, that's fine. He's gonna just be walking, but sort of moving his sword around a tiny bit. Not like there, just spin it, just get loose, I guess. He's also gonna make sure his shield's out, just in case it's an ambush or anything like that.
Sure.
And he's gonna, as he's walking, he's sort of gonna not look at Tinnibrus, but sort of be looking ahead and just go, Tinnibrus, I have a question for you. And I don't know why I need to ask this right now, it just feels like I need to. Why am I going to Elturel? I'm trying to work it out, and you always beat around the bush and just give these non-answers. I understand there's secrecy and everything like that, but I do like being prepared, like we're doing right now, being prepared for this beast thing.
So I do want to establish that Tenebris right now is essentially a wisp that's traveling beside you. Yeah, because there's no light here in the Barrows, there's no shadow for him to live in right now. And so there's just sort of a wisp that's following along beside you of smoke. And it sort of curls and uncurls, almost like the smoke is thinking. The prophecy that you were given, that ridiculous abyssal goblin uttered.
Oh, yes.
Infernal armies march across a blasted wasteland. That's what it said. Well, there's only one place I know where infernal armies march. With any regularity, anyway. Avernus, the first of the 9 hells. So, the question I must ask myself, Seymour, what is the link between Elturel and Avernus? I don't know, and it bothers me, Seymour. That is why I'm sending you to Elturel. I've told you before, I am not omniscient. I only know things that are related to my contracts and what I can gather from the eyes that I have around the wheels. You are my eyes, Seymour, at least here on the material plane, one set of them. I'm sending you to Elturel to figure out exactly what this link is, and to see if we cannot turn it to our advantage. Now, as we walk, take the claw, put it to the edge of the sword, and begin dragging it back and forth. At regular intervals, we're going to need to make some serrated teeth.
Oh, sick.
Now, let us jump to the rest of the party, who is a few miles, certainly within sight of the walls of Subar, but, you know, probably still like maybe a mile or 2 out. It's flat enough around Subar that you can see it from a distance. You have just realized that Seymour is missing.
Can I ask how much time's passed, please, DM?
Yeah. So we gave it.
That's unnecessary.
Yeah, we gave it some consideration. So you guys had already traveled for a bit before the Displacer Beast attack happened, and then you set off at a full gallop afterward. So it's been perhaps an hour to an hour and a half down the road.
See, DM, I just want to know how much Seymour means to this group, and this is very telling. It's very telling. I will
We
say.
were having an important conversation,
Then
Mike.
you would be there.
This is your fault for being unconscious, Dave. This isn't on us.
We thought if you were missing, you would just, be told. We didn't realize we had to keep track of you.
Yep.
No, because you underestimate the power of DM. You
True.
underestimate
Yeah.
it.
All right, well,
Look, normally you don't need a babysitter, so we assumed it was the same when you were unconscious.
Babysitter.
So Seymour's gone. What is happening within the party at this
Who
moment?
the fuck knows?
Kit, Kaya is immediately gathering her stuff and jumping on Asmodeus. We need to go. Come on.
We're
Wait,
going
go back?
Obviously.
Can't he come
Well,
to us?
Let me
You
see
could
if
come
he's
to
still
us.
alive. Let me see if he's still alive, and I will call sending, and I will send a message to Seymour.
What message do you send?
Seymour, are you still alive? We're on our way right now. Let me know where you are. We'll try to find you.
Seymour, I will let you know when you get that message.
Perfect. It's an hour after, so yeah, sure, totally fine. I'm like outside the place where you are after an hour. Just want to let you know.
Yeah.
I'm right here. It's been an hour.
Okay,
But yeah, Reina, you don't get an immediate response.
then I'll jump on stage and.
Did he respond?
No, I not yet.
Kai's immediately going back. She's not
Yeah.
even waiting.
What are you doing? Says Ardias.
Well, we left the purple one behind, apparently. So we need to go
no,
find
I
him.
understand that's what you're freaking out about. I'm just trying to understand what it is you're doing right now.
Going back for him. How do people not understand this? It's very simple. We left him somewhere, we gotta go back for him. Come on.
That's a good point. He could be
Hurry up.
unconscious. That's a yeah. Okay.
No, it's not that I don't understand the concern, Kaya. It's that the sun is about to set.
Cool, that seems irrelevant to our current situation. You can stay here with Hailra and whoever else wants to stay here, but I'm going now.
Yeah, no,
not
I'm
waiting.
going with.
I mean,
going
I'm
with-
definitely staying here, but I feel like it's worth pointing out that your best case scenario is you're going to be traveling on a road in the dark in a place that you know monsters live, and your best hope is that Seymour's walking down the road angrily toward you.
Yep. And she's just gonna go. She's not waiting
Yeah.
anymore.
Hattie's coming with. Yeah, Reina jumps on stage and we'll run after him.
Hattie can be on
Ardias.
Asmodeus, so that one horse is still with Snipe.
Okay. Ardias will turn to Snipe then and say, so what's your plan here?
I kind of look down at my hand and just like think back to just like the Displacer Beast and thinking how almost screwed the majority of us were, and taking in the note that it is getting dark. I just kind of think I don't really want to risk it, and if it's another day that passes, it's just more of me that goes away. I don't know whether I should just carry on ahead so that the others can just catch up, so at least I'm a little bit, back on schedule.
I'm going to be honest, Snipe. I'm not really sure what's going on with you. I like to think that I'm not an eavesdropping kind of person, although I am an innkeeper, so I'm a little bit of an eavesdropping person. Frankly, though, I have no real idea of what's going on with you or them or anything.
I don't
So,
know.
well, consider this offer. If you don't want to go with them, you can come with me and Hailra down to Subar. We can talk to some people, let them know that there's somebody lost on the road. In the morning, organize a search party. Go about this in a more practical way.
I'm not sure we should involve anyone else. And plus, I know these guys have been in a lot of shit situations and just managed to scrape by them, so I don't think getting out a search party is going to be useful. They'll probably get back before evening. I
Well,
don't wanna...
I would hope so, but the world is a wide and dangerous place, Snipe, and they just charge back out into it.
Wherever I should
Hiya.
follow them.
Hold on a sec. I will give you a chance to decide whether you're going to follow them or not. But
Yeah.
Kaya, you're thundering back down the road, being followed by Hattie and Reina immediately. What exactly is your plan of action here?
You assume that she has a plan. No, the only thing she's
Sure.
doing is riding at full gallop as quickly as she can back to where Seymour probably fell off.
Okay,
Which she understands is probably an hour away, but she's just gonna ride.
sure. Right. Well, she's a person of the moment, so this is the moment that she's living in, which is fine. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I just wanted to know what it is that you were doing. So Snipe, what's going on with you? What do you have a final call, or are you gonna mull it over?
I don't want to be a bother again. I don't want to get myself hurt unnecessarily. I feel like just going on ahead might just buy just a little bit more time for the others, and then they just catch up, and then whatever the decision was previously, just go ahead. I'm sure they can do it. I'm sure they can just like do it by themselves. They'll be fine.
Shall we?
Yeah, fine. I'll head into Subar for him.
Okay. So you will head down to Subar with Ardias and Hailra. And Ardias will ask you several questions on the way, asking you to fill him in on exactly what it is that's going on with you all. Seymour.
Hello.
Hello. You have been walking. As you have walked, you have been working on cutting these teeth into your sword. What is it that you and Tenebris talk about? What other questions do you have for him?
First question would be, he'd have asked Tenebris, are there more like him in a similar boat as him, so under Tenebris's command? And where are they stationed?
Does he have more warlocks is the question.
Yes.
That's an interesting question that you ask, Seymour. However, you're not going to get much of a response from me. The fact is, if one of my warlocks would know where the others are, and you were to have something happen to you, I wouldn't want you to know or reveal where the others are.
Understandable.
No one puts all their eggs in one basket, Seymour.
No, but it always feels like got a lot of eggs in my basket. You best not take that innuendo, you bastards. We're doing it. This is secretly how Tenebris and Seymour get laid, by the way. Just want to let you guys know. We're going into a dark corner. There's no monster at all. This is a bedroom.
Now, I have a question for you, Seymour. Where exactly is it that your priorities lie?
I feel like you're going to take advantage of whatever I answer.
I don't take advantage of what you have to say, Seymour. It just helps me to understand my own plans and directions when I know where the people I associate with keep their eggs, as it were.
You know, family's one of them. The bigger one. I mean, I've done everything for family.
You have?
And...
everything and more.
Exactly. Everything I do is for my family. The sacrifice I make, the contracts I've made with you. The be-all and end-all is family, and maybe the things I've done before is wrong in the minds of people. But it comes back to my family, to make sure my family's safe. So, no matter what decisions I make, if it means my families are safe, then so be it. Doesn't stop the guilt, what comes attached to it, so I'm not blocking off from that. But I just think of them before I act. Clears my head.
That's good to hear, Seymour. To be honest with you, I was afraid recently that perhaps these new people may have somehow taken priority over your family.
Well, blood is blood. But honestly, they're close second. Now, at least, most of them. Some of them I've just met.
Well, I feel obligated to remind you that you have other duties as well. Not just to your family, your friends, or me. There are other people you owe things to, Seymour. Your
Indeed.
nightmare showed you that.
Yep. I've always been on time. With this going on, I've seen the map, I've worked it out. I can still do everything on time. And with my friends, because they are my friends, you do realize that, Tenebris. They're not just people, they're not just associates, they are actually my friends. But with them, we'll get a job done quicker.
It frankly amazes me, Seymour. How many years have I known you now?
Too many to count.
I think the number is 4.
It's not that high of a number then. I've got bad memory.
Well, I understand how from your perspective it may seem like much longer, but I find it fascinating, Seymour. How much you've traveled, everything you've done, the people you've been around, and somehow, in this 1 month of traveling with these folk, suddenly, they are so important to your life. It vexes me, Seymour. What is different about these folk than all the caravans and traveling companions you've had in the past?
Time. Time is the difference. I'm usually on my own. I spend time with people.
Time. I've had time too, Seymour. Time wears away relationships as much as it builds them. You do well to keep that in mind.
I sense jealousy, Tenebris. Am I... Janks, we're doing this, dude. Let's go. Come on.
Jealousy? Of friendship?
Not friendship, attention.
If you divide your attention too much, Seymour, eventually, you're not going to have enough to go around. And that will be a interesting day. Now, Snipe. You have been riding with Ardius and Hailra up towards Subar. And as you approach the city, you see it's surrounded by a very tall brimstone wall. And to one side, on one side of the road, there's a hill surrounded in briars and brambles, little house on top of it. And then there is the main gate into the city. Well, That is a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
So, what exactly? So first, I actually, now that I think about this, I do have to ask you, Snipe, exactly what did you tell Ardius and Hailra as you traveled down the road?
I think the majority of questions, whatever Artius is asking, unfortunately about 70% of them is just, I don't know. But, and the majority of it could just be them repeating what they already told them, which is that they've only been in that world that they're currently in for 10 years, was dragged there by some angry, slightly demonic being that they're still trying to find, and that en route to go into Elturel, they lost half of themselves.
Okay. Then I think that the main things that I need to ask is, did Snipe explain the prophecy to Ardius and Hailra?
Possibly. Well, the problem with Snipe is that Snipe wouldn't remember what the prophecy was fully, because the majority of us don't. But what Snipe would say is that an event that occurred that was of interest, particularly to Snipe, was going to occur in Elturel.
Okay. Did you tell him about the Lonely Tower?
Would he have asked about it, is the question.
He would have asked for details on your journey, so it's really whatever Snipe thinks is worth telling him. So you told him about the split that happened to Dragonspear, obviously. But I think the Lonely Tower would be the other thing.
I think I would say that the only thing I would explain about the Lonely Tower is that from there, somehow, I got the tip off that I needed to go to the Bloody Oak, which is why the team seems to want to split up.
Okay. So, you put an amulet onto a pedestal, not knowing what it would do.
That seems par for the course, yeah.
And then it did something terrible.
Yeah, as what would probably have happened if you were to put anything on a pedestal.
Well, yeah, I can tell you that. Look, generally speaking, in my years of experience, which, you know, I've had a few, generally I try to figure out what a thing does before I mess with it. That's usually pretty par for the course. To avoid, well, frankly, I've never heard of exactly what happened to you happen to anyone, but yeah, that's a lot. So you really have no idea how to put yourself back together, huh?
No, I've tried finding an answer, but it didn't seem to want to come. So, I don't know. I don't know the majority of how things work in this world. The only thing I hope really is that if I am messing with something that I shouldn't be messing with, that only I get the blame for it. And I have. I've made sure that only I get the blame for a lot of stuff that occurs.
Well, that's a tall price.
I'm used to it.
Well, I say that because there's a lot of things that if you mess with them, the obvious consequence may fall only on you. But there are a lot of things around this world that reach a little farther than you can see. And that's the danger. Regardless, I wish that I could help you. I do know a thing or two about magic, but that... I feel like your problem is better suited for a Sage of Candlekeep or the Blackstaff or someone. someone who's a little more study magic than I am.
Well, fate has only given me a monk from Candlekeep, so if that's as close as I can get, then I guess I'm blessed with that.
Only bitch.
Well, maybe if Hattie takes you there, right? Maybe there's someone there who could point you in a direction. They do study all sorts of things there. I mean, there could be someone there that could assist you.
No, I don't think I'd have enough time to do it. I think I just gotta deal with it right now.
Right. So how exactly does this wasting function? You don't seem ill to me.
Yeah, but that's because of this. And I show him the ring.
I see. A magic solution.
Yeah. It's only temporary.
Well, they usually are. So how does it function exactly?
I don't know. It just keeps a tab on me, make sure that I at least have a little bit of health. Only issue is every time I get hit, it's health I can't get back.
I see. So sort of rejuvenation magic then. Abjuration. Staving something off rather than deflecting it completely. It's tricky stuff. Well, if you could figure out the inner workings of the ring, right? There could be like a reset or something. I don't know. Who did you get the ring from?
That was also something I just found at the Lonely Tower.
Right. You say that. How exactly... What's the best way to phrase this question? I've been to the Lonely Tower, right? I've seen the plaque outside, but I've never felt the need to climb it. What exactly happened when you tried climbing it? You said you tried climbing it, right?
Yeah, we tried climbing it.
Yeah, so what happened when you climbed it?
It's just a lot of stuff up there.
A lot of stuff. Great bar conversation. Well, in that case, I can only hope that you're able to find what you need. And if there is anything I can do to help, I'd be happy to help. But for now, I think we should probably find a place to stay. And going inside the gate of Subar, you see that there is more or less one road. It's a very small town. Surrounding the walls, I should have pointed out, are actually like ranches and farms that sort of sustain the people living in the city. But the city itself is basically one main road and then a few small roads branching off. And then at the end of the main road is an incredibly large structure made of black brimstone. And it is a very large cathedral-like structure. And you see that there's sort of a set of buildings sort of built off to the side, and then what appears to be, you can't see the ground clearly because of the buildings and things, but you do see like trees off to the other side of it. Right. Hilra, you didn't happen to know a way to get us rooms at the Black Abbey, would you? Now, let us go. Let's actually go back to Seymour first.
All right.
Seymour, you have been making your way through the Barrow tunnels beneath the fields of the dead.
Oh.
So just to give you an idea of what it is you're walking through as you're talking with Tenebris, it's kind of a lot like that first room, right? These are earthen tunnels. Some places they're supported with wooden supports that are still around. There are a few places that they're collapsed. it's sort of like a rat's nest of tunnels. You know, sometimes like tunnels will branch off this way and that way. Tenebris seems to know where to go.
Mhm.
So he's kind of been taking the lead on this. But every once in a while there are these, well, sometimes they are coffins. Sometimes they are just more of these markers. Sometimes they're literally just piles of bone, either on the ground or sticking out of the dirt walls. And there are, of course, rocks and dirt and cobwebs everywhere, and it's just a place that hasn't been touched in a very, very long time. How are the teeth coming?
And he's gonna pick up his blade and show it to Tenebris and see if it's ready or not.
I suppose that it will do.
Huh. It's not as elegant as I'm used to, I guess. You know, but if it helps, it helps.
Elegance doesn't always win the day, Seymour, but we will need to temper it. Now, to do that, we're going to need, and then Tenebris is interrupted. As something begins to crawl out of the wall.
Okay. Bro.
And launch itself at you. Roll for initiative.
Initiative. Oh, fuck me. Alright. Okay, 16.
Dave finally gets to fight.
I get to fight.
Finally.
16 for me. I'm going to roll for Tenebris. No, really.
All right. Well, Tenebris can't do much to help you.
No, of
Tenebris
course,
is a cloud of
yeah.
smoke. All right. So you got a, what was it? that you got
16.
16. Okay, that is better than the Knoll Witherling that is flying out of the wall.
What a beast.
So you are going to you're going to get the upper hand in this first round.
Okay.
As this thing, it honestly bursts out of the wall.
Sure.
Which is why I interrupted Tenebris. And it is this thing that is like, it could be a skeleton, except it's got too much fur and flesh still on it.
Nice.
It's really more of a mummified hyena monster.
Nice.
And it's coming at your face. What do you want to do?
Seymour's gonna like dodge to the right of it as it goes past, and then he's gonna like uppercut it with the sword, but he's gonna turn it chopped up side facing up and go over it underneath it first, and then he's gonna try and go over the top as well. So it's as he's doing it.
Roll to hit.
I will roll to hit. First one, natural 18.
That will hit.
And then, oh god, guys, I'm out of practice. Okay. So that is a 1d8. Hang on a second. Gotta find that 8. All right. Oh god, that was bad. That's 7 points of, well, slashing damage, I'm assuming. So going up, and he's gonna roll, and I'm gonna roll to attack again as I come down. Natural 1 on that second one. Oh no.
All right. So you miss on the second attack. This witherling is sliced, not down, but clearly broken by your attack. But it will come back at you.
Bring it.
And one attack will be made with its teeth, which are still very sharp.
Oh boy, all right, sure.
But it's going to miss because it only rolled an 11.
Yeah, let's go.
And then it's going to try to hit you with a club, which appears to be made out of the bone of another witherling.
Love it.
And that is a 16 to hit you.
Miss.
That's because your AC is 17.
So make sure my shield is out.
So, both of these attacks miss as you deftly dodge out of the way. But as you do, you see that more witherlings are beginning to crawl out of the walls.
Oh boy. Oh.
Kaya, you are rushing back the road. You've been riding for a while. And I'm going to need you to make a perception check at disadvantage because you're going at full speed.
Okay. Can anyone who's with me, like Reyna or Hattie, assist with this?
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, go for it. I'm helping.
Cool.
No, you have 3 sets of eyes instead of 1, so it's okay. You can just roll it regular.
I am helping.
As far as
I have eyes.
So that would mean without disadvantage, right? Just one roll?
Yeah, it would just be flat roll.
That's a 19.
19. Okay. So, you are coming up on the place where the scuffle occurred. Now, obviously, the road is torn up enough that it would probably be a little too hard for you to actually see the place where you got knocked off the horse. Except for the fact that your clothes were torn whenever you were grappling with the displacer beast. And so actually it is part of your own sleeve, bright orange on the road, that stands out to you and lets you know that you're near the place where you fell off the horse.
Okay, Kaya will stop the horse and take a look around. And assuming she doesn't see Seymour, does she see anything that could... Does she see tracks, skid marks, anything? She'll get off the horse and she'll start looking around. And she'll say, Reyna, Hattie, come on, help.
Yep, I'm here. Happy we'll get happy. Happy.
'Cause I'm happy.
As we're searching, Reyna will grab her quarterstaff and cast light on the quarterstaff and kind of use it as some sort of a flashlight.
Perfect. Yeah, and it definitely is, if not the very edge of if not past sunset, then the very edge of sunset whenever you arrive at this place. I would like each of you to roll a survival tracking check.
It's a natural 20.
Nice.
21.
The natural 1.
Right.
There's the balance.
6, so
13 for me.
13. All right. So, Kaya, what you sort of lead the others in finding, you see what appear to be drag marks on the road. They are almost lost in a way because there are so many marks on the road. There's the paw prints, obviously the signs of the scuffle. That it's almost difficult to discern them apart from everything else that happened. The reason that you can see them is because while the fight happened in the middle of the road, these drag marks go off the edge of it and sort of go off into the grass where you stop really seeing them. But there are definite drag marks here.
Kaya will immediately follow them, leaving Asmodeus with Hattie and Reyna.
Hattie's following.
Leaving the horses here?
Tie them off somewhere.
Sure, we'll find something.
I'll quickly find a branch or something and tie them up, and I'll run after them. Yeah, just a branch on the tree and be like, oh, okay, sure, and not, and then go after them.
Okay.
What's the likelihood that these horses are going to get stolen?
Again.
Well, there are certainly eyes watching from the forest as you run off into the woods. Now, Seymour,
Yes.
witherlings. There are
There's
now
no wrong with this fight.
4 of them.
None of us are high intelligence, okay? I mean...
I mean,
Four of
you
them.
do you. Yes, 2 of them are still sort of like clawing their way out of the walls. One of them is fully out of the wall, and then there's the one that you were engaged with. So, what is it that you would like to do?
I'm going to hang on a second. Okay. If they're coming, so is it like an obvious path past them? So they're coming out the walls, but they are like just in front of me right now, but I can get past them.
Yes, you could try to continue running past them. Sure.
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna instead of engaging in all of them, because I think I'm just gonna get powered on. I'm gonna cast Misty Step and like go poof onto the other side of wherever they're coming out of. So basically going as far down the hallway, if you would, as possible. Hopefully being able to avoid them coming out the walls as I'm there.
Okay, I do think that with 30 feet, you're able to sort of get past where the current ones are climbing
I'll
out.
just do that then. Yeah, if that saves me a spell slot, I'll just run past. I didn't know if I was gonna.
Oh well, it will be opportunity attacks if you run. I was saying with Misty Step, you can definitely get out of the.
I'll do that again. Yeah, Misty Step. I'll just go boom, and then poof, on the other side, and just look back and go, fuck, and he's just gonna keep, and then use my rest of my movement to keep going. In fact, I'll use that was a bonus action, so I'll use my. I'm gonna do this actually. As I've Misty Step past them, I'm gonna run a bit further up. I'm gonna turn and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the top of the hall so it can collapse in front of them. If that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Cool. Roll to hit the ceiling.
Yes.
That is a 16.
Are you trapping yourself in here?
16?
For now, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I'm expecting somewhere over out. Yep.
16's good. You
Cool.
can definitely hit. So roll some damage.
I'll do it again because why not? And that was higher. That beat that score. So that was a 9 on that one. Yeah, I'm literally just thinking, all right, I'm gonna block these guys in because I know it's gonna happen either way. So I'm just gonna do something on my turn. All right. Okay. So the first one is just 4 points of force damage from the Eldritch Blast. Second one is 8 points of Eldritch Blast damage. Just poof.
Okay. So between those two, because the wooden supports here are very fragile, you can blast 2 of them with this Eldritch Blast, and it just collapses the dirt. Collapses the dirt behind you.
That's fine.
And of course, when this happens, it means that everything that was above this area also falls down into it. Which means that several skeletonized bodies fall into the area around you.
Oops. Oh,
An elegant solution, I suppose.
Oh, gotta survive somehow.
Well, if it's gnolls we're going to be dealing with, if there are any more of those things, then we're going to have to be prepared.
Uh-huh.
We need to finish your sword. Grab one of those bones. Just take a femur off of something.
Take it off, yeah.
Perfect. Then Tenebris is going to instruct Seymour to take the claw, the Displacer Beast claw, and he's going to instruct him to carve into the bone. What he instructs him to carve is something written in Infernal. Seymour can understand the characters. He can even read the word, but he doesn't know what it means. And then Tenebris is going to instruct him to get into his traveler's pack, which he still has.
Yeah.
And get the supplies for making a torch.
Okay. So, tinderbox. Stick. Rag. Yep.
Now, I want you to light it, but you're going to want to keep your ears closed.
Okay. And his ears closed.
turn inside out.
Yep.
Just going through his
Yo, we're in a fantasy. You can move his ears. That's fine. People can wiggle with eyes as humans.
Yeah, I don't know if his ears are long enough for him to.
Not just normal outfit.
However, I do like whatever this visual is of him just like closing his ears, so we'll roll with it. All right. So yeah, as you light the torch, you hear Tenebris speak something. You don't know what it is he says because your ears are closed, but it is something that is deeply unsettling. That you can feel. And when the torch is lit, it is a blue flame with a dark center. And it gives off this dark smoke as it burns away at the rag. And as the smoke collects, Tenebris takes a more corporeal form. And looking across the torch at you says, "Hold your blade to the fire and temper it."
And he's gonna actually do it in the air and do that, like real slow across the flame.
You see the edge of the sword glow blue as each of the serrations hardens into a sharp, biting tooth.
Yeah.
About this time, you also hear the sounds of digging from the other side of the collapsed tunnel. And Tenebris says, "We should keep moving. Knolls are hardly worth our time."
He's gonna spin it, drop it, and then run. Drop it to the side. I mean, not drop it on the floor.
Sure. I got you.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, so you run down the hallway with this blue flame torch and your sword. Up top, and not too awful far away, a party of 3 is running through the woods. With no particular idea of which direction to go other than a body was dragged in this general direction. So I'm gonna need to know exactly what you 3 are doing in the woods. Like, you ran off into the woods, but with no particular direction or plan. So what is going through each of your minds right now?
Well,
Kaya's-
Raina would.
Yeah, let's go with Raina first, and then we'll go Kaya, and then Hattie.
Raina would probably grab Kai by the shoulder and say, "Hold up. If we're just running into the forest like headless chicken, we're not gonna find anything.
Yeah, that's
need
what we're
to-
looking for.
We're looking for Seymour. Someone was dragged over here. It's probably these displacer beasts we fought off. But we need to think about this logically. Because if we're just gonna keep running, we're gonna run in circles and get nowhere."
Okay, logically, Seymour fell off the horse here. So logically, he was dragged somewhere by these displacer beasts. So in order to find him, we just have to look for whatever trail we can find. There's really not much more that we can do.
Yeah, but we gotta be careful because we're in the middle of a fucking forest at the beginning of a night.
Let's go,
And you're
Raina.
tired. Don't forget that you're tired and you didn't get a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's to the DM, but.
That said.
What are you then?
Okay. Kai's gonna
So,
look around.
calm down. Take a breath.
I'm
Let's look around. Let's see if we can find drag marks, any place where the displacer we might have laid down, where their nest is, where anything is.
Yep,
Let's not just run around.
Yeah, alright. Kaya's gonna look around. Does she see anything?
Okay. Roll me a perception check, Kaya.
Alright, can Raina assist with this? Or
Yes,
can I
I will.
assist Raina?
Hattie's joining in with the looking.
Yeah.
I don't
I'll
think
start to
Hattie's.
You
look
definitely
around.
have assistance.
I don't think Hattie's as invested in finding Seymour as everyone else.
Yeah, while Kaya's rolling the check, Hattie, what's going on with you right now?
Rolling so well, you guys.
Well, she rolled an 11 on the perception check, but
Sure.
she's just kind of like excited to like be running into something. Like, like sure, it's Seymour. She cares about Seymour, but this is exciting.
So did Hattie just get swept up more in like the energy of the moment
Yeah.
than what was actually going on? Like, yeah,
Yeah,
we
she-
gotta. Yes, this.
I can hit things.
We're gonna go. I don't know where to is.
Yeah,
We're gonna
no,
go.
she liked the idea of like riding off into the night and going and doing something dramatic, but she doesn't actually like she knows they're going and finding Seymour, but she doesn't quite know what they're actually doing, you know?
So does Hattie ever take a moment to try to figure that out, or she's just
Nope.
like the other two will get this? The other two will get this, and I'll just
Yeah.
follow whatever they're doing.
As far as she's concerned, like Kaya is like a leader in the group, and Raina is like maybe not a leader, but she's knowledgeable and she knows what she's doing. So Hattie's just here to punch anything that needs punching. She's
Okay.
just happy being like the bodyguard for this.
Okay.
My also being here.
So just so
Yeah.
people know how well I've been rolling, I rolled a 16, a natural 20, and I just rolled a 19.
Nice.
So that's a 22.
Well, I rolled a natural 1 and then a 5, so
Hattie being Hattie, y'all.
Yeah, Kaya, you see a. So just sort of doing a wide sweep of the area, you are able to find a shred of coat caught on a briar, which you recognize as Seymour's ridiculous coat. That is, if I remember correctly, rainbow on the inside or something.
Stars on the inside, and it's like
Stars on the inside.
Yeah, it's like the aurora borealis kind of colors, if you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you find this piece of fabric that has like the regular cloth outside, and then on the inside, this very telltale Seymour patterning on the inside of these stars in the aurora borealis. Unfortunately, it doesn't do much more than confirm that Seymour's been this way. It doesn't really give you a direction to go in. It just tells you that he's nearby somewhere.
All right.
So
Kaya's
we're
gonna.
going in the right direction.
Yeah. No shit. Can you send another message, maybe?
Oh, no, I can't.
Shit.
DM question.
Yes.
Would he have got that message beforehand? At what point would he have got that message from Raina earlier?
That's a great question. You actually haven't received it yet.
Interesting. That's cool. Would they have? Last question. Would they have heard anything with the Eldritch Blast, like going poof, poof, to the top and collapsing at all?
They would not have heard that.
Cool.
All right. We just gotta look. I guess I don't really want to split up. We should just
Yeah.
have this as our starting point and just go around, fan out, see if we can find anything at all. That's about the best chance that we have here.
Okay.
okay.
And let's not run anymore. Let's just walk and look at anything we can see.
Yep.
As she says that, Raina will to kind of scan around of the area to see if she sees any movement in the forest line.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, roll me a perception check right now.
Math. Jesus. 22.
22. So
No,
You
23. 23. Not a major difference.
So as you sort of look out over the forest right now, you do see through the trees the shadows of things on the prowl. Because you encountered one on the road, you can tell even from this distance, they appear to be displacer beasts. Although, they have not approached or attacked you yet, which is strange. Perhaps they are waiting. Perhaps they're waiting to see if a deal will be brought through on.
Basically, if I'm
Before they're
going down,
allowed to
I'm
attack.
taking you all with me.
Just
At this
nothing
point-
riding on your shoulders, Seymour. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Fine, I'm having a great time down here.
Good luck, Snipe, on your journey.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Snip's
The
healed up,
last
guys.
survivor.
It's fine. It's all good. Yes, Snipe, we will come back around to what you guys are up to.
I
in
am
2 minutes.
absolutely fine with the attention being on all them. They're clearly in more of a pickle than I am right
No,
now.
it's all good. Seymour,
Yosh.
you have been walking through the Barrow tunnels
Mhm.
with Tenebris. And at some point in this walk, you receive a message from Reyna asking if you're all right.
Do I respond? Okay. Seymour's gonna be walking, and this is telepathic, isn't it? Or is message of, or is it a verbal component? What's needed for it to be cast?
No, you can just say it in your head.
Cool. I mean, Tenebris can hear anyway. So Seymour's gonna go, I'm fine. I'm underground, I believe. Gnolls. Lots of gnolls. I've got a mission to do so that no one can get hurt. I think that's under 25 words.
Yeah, or thereabouts. Now, of course, it should be noted that in the fields of the dead, strange things are known to occur. Magic behaves strangely here. Perhaps it is patches of dead or wild magic, but sometimes spells take a while to get to where they're going. Which means that it is not until they are in the forest and Reyna sees these displacer beasts that she gets the message from Seymour.
Okay,
No.
okay.
What, did you find something?
Seymour just said something back. He's fine. He's on a mission. He's underground.
Underground. Okay, that's helpful. Can we find what burrows? What are we looking for?
I don't know. He said underground. That's it.
A well?
Hmm.
I wish
Well-
Hattie's been like half playing with Beetlejuice, like only half listening to the conversation, just ready to fight something rather than like.
Okay, he's underground. There are more of those creatures over there. Okay, we need to find an entrance somewhere.
All right, let's.
Yeah, it's blocked off, dudes. I fucked it up.
Let's find for some sort of mine entrance burrow, anything that goes
Alright.
underground.
Okay.
I say jump hard enough and just break through the surface of the earth.
Ah!
There you go. Yeah. As you begin your search for this, you realize that the displacer beasts, Reyna, you notice that the displacer beasts are circling. You realize that there's no way to make it back to your horses without going through them.
Everything all right, Reyna?
For now, that's a problem for later. Let's just keep searching. Let's find it. Let's find where Seymour is.
Hey.
Kyle, just keep looking.
Yeah, Hattie's looking.
So as you all root around in the forest above, hopefully trying to find wherever it was that Seymour went to. Seymour.
Yeah.
You hear the sounds of a fight happening in front of you. And Tenebris will pause. It waits around the corner. prepare yourself as best you can.
Okay. I've got some plans.
Let's hope you do. Keep the torch lit. Can't help you if it goes out.
Cool. All right. For logic, DM.
Yeah.
If I've got the torch and my sword, what about my shield?
So basically, the way that this is going to operate, you can be holding the torch with your shield hand.
Okay.
You just can't use the torch for anything.
That's fine. Yeah, that's cool. Just want to make sure it's fair, you know.
Yeah. No, you're good. You can't. Yeah, you can't like swing the torch, but you can. There should be a place for you to grip it in your hand.
Makes
behind
sense.
Your shield.
Sure. That's fine. So he's gonna. Is it like a corner, like going around towards where the noise is going?
Yeah, there's sort of a corner. The layout here has gotten cleaner. It seems more edged. More like a proper catacombs.
Okay. Seymour's sort of going to be looking around before anything else, just seeing if there's any other gnolls that's like creeping out or anything else what looks kind of dodgy before he goes in. He doesn't want to get ambushed behind him, so
Sure.
he just wants to make sure that if he's going to go forward, he's safe from the back, if you would.
Sure. Roll a perception check.
Yep, sure. That's terrible. 4.
The noise in front of you is echoing down the hallway and through the chambers. So the only thing that's clear is there's a fight happening in front of you.
Okay, it's a fight happening. What's going to be concerned, but he's gonna he's gonna be walking around with like the torch slightly behind him, so it doesn't like shine too far. And he's gonna start walking around and just peering around to see if he can spot anything with his devil sight.
Is he? Wait, he's still like looking around him before he turns the corner.
He's walking around the corner, but slowly, so like he can sort of sneak around so that he can see at least what's going on before he takes any other actions.
Sure. So when you look around the corner, you see a person clad in armor who appears to be wrestling with gnome witherlings. They are surrounding this person. It's almost like the space opens up into a wider area, like the one that you woke up in. And this person appears to be clocking these gnome witherlings that are just coming in at him.
Okay. Can I see the person's eyes at all?
Not from this side.
Oh, yours fucking smile then, dude. Okay. Seymour's gonna... Fuck it. Seymour's gonna go in and help. And to start... Yeah, fuck it. He's gonna go in and start hitting some gnolls.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah, let's go. Natural 19, 21 initiative.
21. All right. Cool.
I'm rolling. Okay.
I think it's 19. All right. Yeah, so there are 5 witherlings around this person. You go first, so tell us about your entrance into the fight.
He's gonna sort of... Oh man, he wants to sneak up, but the thing is, like, he's got this torch where it's blue and black smoke kind of thing, so
Sure.
He's just gonna... He wants to go up to one of the gnolls what's facing away from him and stab it right in the back. And then pull out and then try and chop its head off if he hasn't taken out in one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack then.
Natural 20.
All right. Go ahead and roll double your dice.
Oh my god. Oh wait, it's my sword, isn't it? Hang on. Oh man. I think it's D8s, isn't it, for that? Yeah. Double the dice. Bloody, I am rolling well today. Alright, so that is 10. 15 points of slashing damage on the first hit.
Okay. So this knoll is shattered as you draw the sword across it.
Cool. So as he goes through, he's going to spin one more time and try and take the other knoll's head off as well.
Okay.
So I'll roll again. I don't think that's going to hit. Well, maybe. 16.
16 will hit.
Nice. 9 plus 7. 7. 12 points damage on that one.
12 points damage. Okay. So that one also shatters. So you come into this fight swinging, and you feel as your sword contacts each of these, you can feel those teeth biting in, and you have to sort of drag the sword a little more to cut across.
Yeah, that's fine.
But as you take out these two, the person that's next to you makes two attacks. So one of them collides with one of these witherlings and just decimates the witherling. Just like punches it to bone. And he turns and he begins to say thank you. But then he sees you.
Oh boy.
And you see him.
Oh boy.
And his eyes burn with a cold fire.
There it is.
And you see his tabard has a rising sun on it. And he says, Hellspawn, I will not be downed by you again. And he punches you. So that's going to be a 17. Oh, sorry, no. That's going to be a 23 to hit you.
You teased me with 17. Yeah,
Sorry.
it hits.
All right. So then he is going to punch you. And the Revenant is going to deal 13 bludgeoning damage to you as his fist collides with your face.
Okay. I will hellish rebuke that.
All right.
I think it's a dex save. Hang on, let me just make sure I got that right for you, DM. As he does that, he goes, Hellspawn. Because he doesn't like being called that shit. So, hellish rebuke is... dex save. Got to save against a 15.
All right. That is going to be a 15 exactly. Oh, no, sorry, 17.
Yeah. So he's going to be taking half damage. Hang on a second. This is fire damage as well. I don't know if that makes a difference, DM. That is... 5, 8. Okay, so it's only... it's 8 total, so 4 fire damage.
All right. So this Revenant is engulfed in fire damage as you retaliate against his punch. And he's sort of knocked backwards. And then he just sort of like snaps back to. And you just see now his face is burning with blue fire. And he says, the Hell Riders will be avenged. And that is where we are going to take our mid-game break.
Sick. So sick.
Oh shit.
The Hell Riders, baby. I'm killing a Hell Rider. Let's go. Question. The blue flame, is the blue flame on my torch the same as the blue flame in his eyes?
It is it's not the same because your torch is hellfire.
Oh, which can't, yeah, okay. Yeah, which can't be halved and resisted. Interesting. All right. Sweet. Oh, man. Don't know what to say.
So-
That was fucking sick.
Yeah. All right. Time for
So
a
much
mid-game break.
stuff going on, Jesus.
So much stuff, yo. Oh, my God.
Split the party in 3. That's
Give me a whip.
always a
yeah.
good
And we were all like,
Ah.
should we split the party in 2 and go to different locations before Eltera? And then we do this shit. Great, yeah.
I mean, it's just a teaser
I
for
love
when
it.
we do actually have to split.
Yeah, for like
Yeah.
a while.
Oh, man. All right. 10 minutes, everyone?
Yes.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Peace. Bye.
Hey, hello. Welcome back.
Hello.
We are going to jump directly back into our game with the fight that is about to occur between the Revenant and Seymour. So Seymour has found himself in one of these sort of open spaces in the barrows that run beneath the Fields of the Dead, and he is confronting a Revenant who has attacked for reasons that are mostly unknown, other than he's there. A group of displacer beasts and driven them from their den. It was discovered that he appears to be a paladin by nature, and as Seymour burned him for calling him a hellspawn, he said that the Hell Riders will be avenged. Now, Seymour, we hop back in. First of all, there are two Witherlings who are going to latch onto you because they don't care about whatever's going on between the two of you. They just want to eat everything.
Okay, that's fine.
So, the first one's going to miss, and the second one is going to hit you with a 20.
Yeah.
And going to do 3 points of piercing damage to you as it tries to latch down onto your shoulder.
Nice.
What do you want to do, Seymour?
Question: does the person in front of me look is undead?
Yes, they are undead, and Tenebris, I should note, has taken to hiding in your shadow.
Of course.
For the time being. So he is present, but perhaps not as useful as you would hope he would be in this situation.
That's fine. I wasn't relying on him anyway. It's all good. What happened? Okay, I don't know if you can allow me to do this before I make an action, but like, can I like lift the torch towards him and see what happens? I'm not trying to attack. I just want to see what he's going to do if I lift it up towards him.
If you lift it towards him, that I feel like that's
Takes too
maybe
long.
what you're gonna be doing. Yeah. Because you're trying to, it's not so much that you're lifting your torch toward him, but you're trying to see what he does in response to you lifting the torch to him.
Hey, you know what? Let's have some fun. I'm actually going to finally cast Blink on myself
Okay.
as my last spell for this. So, yeah, I'm going to cast Blink. Oh, sorry. Can I? Sorry. Sorry.
Yes.
Can I? I want to cast first Hexblade's Curse on him first as a bonus action, and then I'm going to go into Blink, and then hopefully I can roll over. It's 10 or above, isn't it, for Blink to work?
Great question. Let me check real quick, but I think it's 10 or above.
11 or higher, it says.
There we go. Okay.
All right, so he's going to be Hexblade's Cursed, and then I'm going to roll to see if I go out. I do! I roll 11! Ah! Yeah.
Okay.
But I will put my flame up to him first, and then I go into the ethereal plane.
Okay.
Because paladins are dangerous. I've seen
In
one.
that case, he screams coward at the top of his lungs and then takes his aggression out on the two gnolls that are still standing there, and you see that he just bam down the other two gnolls. And then it's your turn again.
So I'll take my, I think it's 5 feet of movement I can do in the ethereal.
And you also see
10 feet.
Tenebris standing in the ethereal.
Yeah. I'm like, hey. And he's gonna like move from the front of the Revenant to behind and the pier behind. I'm not asking for like advantage or anything like that, just for the
you're
sheer
fine.
look of it. And he's gonna try and stab him in the back and go and just go. I am. I mean, he's gonna try and stab him. Oh no, that's not good. That's not gonna hit. That's 17. He's a paladin. It's like 70 AC.
Yeah, he is still wearing his like fancy schmancy armor even in death. So yeah, his AC is going to be a little higher.
That's fine.
And that's just going to miss him.
And then I'll go fuck, and then he's just gonna try and go for the head, like at the back. Come on, baby. Oh, Tinnitus is watching. Oh, that was a natural 19, which is
That will hit.
And that's a critical with Hexblade's Curse.
Nice. All right, then do some critical damage.
Yeah. All right.
As you feel the sort of tear that rips through this body from your sword.
Yeah. Where is mine? That's 2 natural 20s today. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
Well, no, sorry. Natural 19. But still, 2 crits. So, hang on a second. Make sure I got this going on. So that's 17 points of damage, but I also have Hexblade's Curse. So it's 20 total damage. Plus 3.
20 total.
Yeah. And then I need a roll to see if I go out again. Oh, I don't. I rolled a 10. Shit. Fuck.
All right.
Oh, no. He's going to point my face off.
In that case, you do see that your sword has left a lasting wound in him, though.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to take a touch more. And he's going to turn to face you. And he says, "Trickery will get you nowhere," and then slams his fist into your face and crits.
Okay, cool.
So he's going to do 22 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Oh, boy. Oh. No, it's fine. 22, do you say?
Mm-hmm.
All right, hang on.
And then, do you have to concentrate on blink? I don't remember.
No, it just happens. It's not a concentration thing.
Okay. All right, and then his second fist misses you.
Oh, thank fuck. Oh, boy. Is it my go again?
Yes. You will not best me.
That's a given.
That's a given, yeah. Well, Tinniverse.
Run, coward.
Oh, fuck.
Are you asking Tinniverse what
Fuck.
to do?
In this moment, yeah. Talking to free action, so yeah, sure.
Okay, so as you're like slammed against the wall, Tinniverse, you can hear him whisper from the wall behind you. Consider this as motivation. Your friends are off the road above ground, surrounded by displacer beasts because they came back to find you, just like I knew they would. If you don't kill him, they will die, away from their homes and their loved ones, with no one to mourn them.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Now kill him.
Fine. And then, yeah, he's just going to take 2 attacks and hopefully blink out afterwards. That is 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Oh, thank fuck. I'm nervous against paladins, yo.
I hate to be that person, but is blink concentration?
No,
It is
Okay.
not.
it
Thank
just
God.
happens.
Right? Yeah, I thought so too. It is
Yeah.
not.
That is... Oh, it's a 3. That is just... I need to look up my actions again. Sorry, guys. That's 8 on the first one. 8 points damage on the first one. And then... I need to roll to hit, sorry. 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
And then... That is... Oh, man, I'm rolling really bad here. 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then we're going to roll to see if I blink out.
Okay.
I do. I roll 12.
All right.
Peace.
Yes. So with each slash, as you pull through, you see 2 more wounds open up. And so he'll take some more damage from those.
Interesting.
And then he simply shouts out. He says, "You defeated us once before, but we will not fall twice so easily. You may have had your way at." Sorry.
How dare you,
Sorry,
DM? I
I'm ruining
can't-
the drama of the moment.
I can't. No. He's just pulling out a book. That's all. It's fine.
Yeah.
He's got time. I'm out of there for a bit.
Yeah. God. Sorry.
Is that
You-
super cool book that I can't read because it gives spoilers to this campaign?
Yes.
Of course.
You defeated us at Idle Glen, but we will not fall twice. Face me, Hellspawn, if you're no coward. And then he will simply punch the wall and just like destroy a stone sarcophagus on the side.
That's right, Vivi. I'm a coward and I'm gonna murder you.
And then Tenebris says, "Get back in there and get the job done." And then it's your turn.
Seymour's bloodied right now, so yeah. But he's gonna just look at Tenebris and go, and then he's gonna blink back in and try and take 2 swipes again.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna hit. Nah. 17 on the first one.
17 on the first one. Okay.
Is that a miss?
17 is a miss. It's an 18 to hit him.
Okay.
He's wearing plate armor.
I rolled an 18. Thank fuck on the second one.
That'll hit.
Okay. D8. Let's go. Okay. Oh, that's better. 12 points of slasher damage on that one. And then he is not gonna blink out. I rolled a 10.
Let's see.
Oh fuck. Tenebris. Help.
All right. Some more damage from that.
We're all gonna die.
Oh, Blink.
Yeah.
I love Blink.
The Revenant cracks his knuckle and says, "Now I have you," and he punches you twice.
Okay.
The first will be for 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The second will be for 13 bludgeoning damage.
9 and plus 13, did you say?
Yes.
So that's 22, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. I am not out yet. I am on my last leg, so I'm not going to
This
tell.
better be a crit then. This
I'm-
better be a fucking crit.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you my HP because I don't want you to be merciful.
I have it written down on the back of this index card here. I know exactly how much health you
Oh
have.
no. Okay. I'm just gonna do it again. Slash slash. Slash
Okay.
slash, baby. That is 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
You
Damage.
just looked at your D&D Beyond thing. What? We're gonna die. This is it. This is it. Fuck.
Let's go. Let's fucking go, baby. 13
Glad it
points
was
of slash
go,
damage
guys.
on the first hit.
13 on the first. Okay.
And the second, that is an 18, but it hits. It's 25.
Okay.
I'm actually nervous. That is 12 points damage on the second hit. This is, if I don't blink, I'm fucked. I blink. Okay, natural 18 on my blink. Peace.
All right. You blink out, and as you blink out, a punch lands on the wall right where you were, and you see it crater into the wall. Your turn again.
Oh fuck. How many feet of movement do I get? Okay, hang on. I want to double check a couple of things. Sorry, DM. Kind of nervous right now. Oh, I've not got
It's
much,
fine.
not got much going on. I don't want to die. Okay.
He looks. I'll tell you this: the Revenant doesn't look great. With each hit you've landed, you have wounded him in such a way that it seems to continue to affect his movements.
Sick. It affects his movement.
Yeah, so it's like with every slash, you are with the serrated edge, you are gouging out part of him. So with every slash that you cut into him, it is like tearing through his armor and it's breaking him down.
Sick. All right, I'm down. Okay, sure. I'm just hauling ass on this then. Go and blink out. Oof, right behind him again. I'm gonna go for his legs. Try and chop a leg off this time. Like I want to sort of dig it into the leg and then pull it so it tries to chop it off.
All right.
18.
18. Okay.
Okay. Come on.
He tries to quick step out of the way, but you catch the back of his leg.
Nice. That is 11 points of slashing.
11. So yeah, as you tear into him, as you tear into this leg, you see him collapse or begin to collapse down. But before he can hit the floor, he is going to grab you and drag you close to him.
Sure, that's fine. I'm down with that.
And he is going to say, "The war is never over. The fallen will be avenged." And then Tenebris is going to tell you, use the sword. Take him.
He's gonna put up the sword across his neck and go with the straight edge, and then just finish the job.
All right.
And then he's gonna drop to the floor on one knee because he's fucked. I'm on 3 health, y'all.
I this close to having all of us dead.
At this point,
Not my fault.
Whose fault is it?
I went here.
at
That's
this
a good
point,
actually, that's a good point.
Oh my god.
Tenebris will simply step out of the shadow on the wall. I knew you could do it, Seymour, with the proper motivation.
Seymour blinks out one more time. Just goes,
Alright.
I rolled an 11. We can still see
He
me
forgot
in
his
theory.
coat. Like, he was so scared of his coat being ruined, he took it off in the dimension where Blink is.
It's kind of awkward because this happens every 6 seconds for a couple more rounds, right? But I'm on my knees, so I'm just gonna be there, then not there, and then appear.
Pretty sure you could just get rid of it if you want to.
I guess so.
Why not? Just keep blinking in and out. Life is short.
Yes, this is funny. This is
Why
entertaining.
stick to one dimension when you can not?
He's clipping through the map every 6 seconds.
Oh, question for you, Jax.
Yes.
Can I, while I'm in the ethereal plane for this moment, can I look up and see what's going on around? Because I can,
like
so
in the room?
around. So like with ethereal plane, I believe I can see through like walls and stuff, but it's like I can see everything what's going around me, but I can also see through stuff.
You can't see through walls exactly. It's like the world, but fuzzy.
Cool, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you do want to look around, you can look around. There are things to see. Most notably, you see in this room more of the more banners that seem to match the tabard that the knight was wearing, with the symbol of the rising sun.
Okay.
Old.
Well, I think we've done it. When I say we, me, but I hope you had a good show, Tenebris. This sounds weird, but any chance of any healing you can give me right now, I'm almost dead. Even if it's just a little bit. You said you got to protect your investments.
Too. My investment isn't in danger of dying. He's just very hurt right now. I'll tell you what. I will be more than happy to heal you. I'll even let you keep the nicer sword.
Were you going to take this away?
I wasn't planning on letting you keeping it. Not without some form of compensation, but that's what we're getting to now. You do something for me, I'll do something for you. That's how it works, Seymour.
No signing contracts. It's just a gentleman's agreement.
Oh no. There will be a contract. But if you would prefer we do it in the form of a gentleman's agreement.
What do I have after this, though? Do I get a different sword or just get...
The sword, as it is, can wound things, Seymour. Make them hurt. If they don't take the time to tend the wounds, they will necrose. I'm offering you a better way to defend the people that you love, Seymour. You don't want to be useless, do you?
What are you after this time, Tenebris?
Nothing much. I just need you to watch over something for me, if you will. In fact, it will probably help you defend the people that you love even better than you can now.
I know what you're doing, Tenebris. I know that you're trying to manipulate me, and I'm definitely going to fall for it because I have no other choice. So sure.
I've already manipulated you, Seymour. It's how we arrived at this soul. Consider this, consider yourself off the hook for taking so long to get the soul coin back from the bard. Now I have this soul. So, we'll call it even.
Equivalent exchange.
Just be careful whenever you choose to play with me again. Now, I would suggest you close your ears. And
he's stuffing his hair into his ears.
Hey, his sisters love it. All right, it's a little trick that he does for his sisters.
This is adorable.
Yeah, there you go.
So Tenebris is going to take the torch from you, and he is going to touch the sword, and he's going to run his hand along the length of it. And you see come up off of it something like mist with a blue silver glow to it. Then he takes the torch and he throws it at what's left of the body on the ground. And the body erupts in these flames of blue and black. And he begins to speak. There is something, I don't know if you all have heard of it, but it's called the frequency of fear. It is this thing that scientists have found. It's a subsonic wavelength. Sometimes horror movie composers will insert it underneath the track. It is the same subsonic noise that a tiger's growl will make. And it is designed in nature to induce fear in people.
It's cool.
Seymour, this is what you feel as Tenebris begins to speak.
Well, that's hard because I blocked out every other noise. Oof. I like that.
You feel your eyes begin to shake. You feel it in your skull and in your ribs. You see him speaking, but you try to block out the sound because you know if you heard it, it would cause you even worse pain. And as he speaks, you see him take this essence and hold it over the fire and begin to shape it and mold it. And as he speaks, it begins to take on a different sort of form. And then, before you can see what it truly becomes, the fire goes out. Standing in the place of the paladin's body is a large black dog with eyes of blue fire. And Tenebris says, "Meet your new companion.
What?
He'll be traveling with you."
Oh shit! I got a dog.
Doggo!
Have I got my own personal hellhound? Have I got a hellhound as a pet? Oh shit!
Kaya and Rain.
I'm gonna look so evil. I've murdered a paladin, and now you're gonna. I'm just like big gouging sword and a hellhound. Sick.
Everyone gets a pet.
You get
Kaya?
a pet. You get a pet.
Reyna, Kaya, Hattie, you all have been searching the forest for anything resembling a burrow, an entrance underground. But as you have been doing this, you notice, and not just Reyna now, but Hattie and Kaya too, the displacer beasts circling closer to you. Shrinking the circle further and further down until they are within arm's reach, not touching you, but circling. And then, oh, sorry, go on, Hattie. I want to hear what you have to say.
We want to hear what Hattie's reaction to this is.
Of course you want to hear what Hafty has to say. Jesus. Just a ton of bullshit. Anyway, guys, if this is kind of like the level of trouble in which that we're at, with like, you know, and Hattie's gonna kind of reach out and like pat one of the.
Well,
how much trouble do you think Seymour's in?
Well, if they wanted to kill us, they'd done it. They'd have done
Yeah.
it already. They're waiting
That's a
for
good
something.
point. Okay.
they don't have an aggressive, like, they're not aggressive right now. It's weird. Like, this is not normal, but
Let's keep looking.
yeah.
Hattie's gonna kind of take 3 steps towards one of the beasts. Does it like stay still, or does it like move out of her way?
It looks at Hattie the same way Hattie might look at a particularly delicious bowl of stew.
Oh shit, that's real serious.
Don't do what you think you're. What I think.
I
you're
am
thinking
gonna
you're
grab
doing.
Hattie by the shoulder and just say, let's keep away from them. They're close, but they're not aggressive right now.
I was just curious. In
Yeah,
all
I know,
fairness,
but
you
you're
can't
trying to
blame me
look
for
at.
that.
Now,
But
Kaya, you
satisfaction brought it back. We got to remember that part of the phrase.
Let's keep our distance.
Okay. Do you think
No.
Seymour's okay?
Only one way to find out.
That's horribly ominous.
Now, Kaya, you have been incredibly diligent in this search. You were the first to run off after Seymour, and it has been your only and singular goal to find out where it is he's gone. So I would like you to make one more perception check for me.
Do I get advantage? Do I get assistance from my friends?
Oh, unfortunately, I
Reyna
think
isn't
Reyna-
helping. Reyna is keeping her eyes on the displacer beast right now to see if they're
okay.
doing anything, like if they're coming closer, if they're doing anything
Let's be
aggressive.
real, Reyna. You're keeping an eye on
I'm
Hattie.
Hattie. I was gonna say you're keeping
Yeah,
an eye
but
on
like
Hattie.
keeping an eye on the entire thing that's happening in front of me right now with the beast circling us.
Including Hattie. Anything that's within your sight, making sure Hattie is right in the middle of your eye of sight.
Good old Hattie.
All right, so no assist then.
Yep.
13.
That's okay, because the feature that you notice is pretty obvious. So, as you're going through the forest, obviously you spent the night in the forest already, so you know that there are these hills and caves in the forest. But this one stands out because it is so singular. It stands out because there are no other hills or ridges nearby it. And honestly, it's not hard to tell that it appears to be man-made. Ahead of you, Kaya, as you move forward and the displacer beasts continue their circle around you, even as you move forward, not preventing you from going forward, but sticking close to you, you see a mound. And in the front of this mound, there is what must be a man-made stone inlaid entrance with a large boulder rolled off to one side. You see the bones of small animals and not so small animals lying just outside the entrance of the displacer beast's former den. And as you approach the entryway, the displacer beasts disperse without any warning or any cause.
It's weird, right? I look at Reyna.
this is not natural at all. Like something must be going on.
I go up to the entrance.
Something.
You look down into darkness. Or I should say, you look down and then suddenly everything goes red because you have dark vision. But certainly the tunnel goes down beyond your sight. You can see that it slopes downward into the hill, possibly beyond. And then it levels out and goes forward.
Seymour. I'm gonna start just kind of inching my way into the tunnel.
I'll cast light on my quarterstaff again and hold it up.
I can't wait to get past this muddy, collapsed bit. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. So as you all inch down into the tunnel, eventually it will become clear that this tunnel will eventually open up into a wider space. And you see, laying in this wider space, a mutilated corpse of a displacer beast lying on a pile of old rags.
I mean, I guess that's a good sign.
Looking ahead, is it so? This is like a one corridor sort of situation. It doesn't look like it branches off ahead.
This entrance is one corridor. But what Seymour walked through and what Kaya will see if she looks down past this room is a warren of hallways. And
So
tunnels.
do we split up or
Oh.
It's your call, Kaya.
Seymour?
I have no idea. Oh, is that why here? Is it like this because it's behind the mud?
Yeah, Seymour, you actually don't hear this because they're too far away from you, but there is an echo as Hattie yells down the tunnels.
Do I, seeing the mutilated corpse of the displacer beast, do I see like trickles of blood or anything going in one particular direction that might have been caused by yanking out pieces of a displacer beast?
Unfortunately, the displacer beast had been dead for enough days that the blood had stopped really flowing. It was congealed, and so it doesn't leave much of a trace. But it is a dirt floor. You could try to follow footsteps.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. Now, Seymour.
Mhm.
Before you stands this great dog with blue eyes. Our deal is very simple, Seymour. Watch over the dog. Keep him safe. It's quite simple, really. This revenant didn't really want revenge on you. He wants revenge on those that killed him. The one that killed him is Yanogu. There are gnolls buried here, Seymour. That implies that the Demon Lord has been here before. It might be useful to have a spirit sworn vengeance on demons at your side.
This is true. So, are you telling me this dog is the Hell Rider?
His name was Sir Tristan Emilios. He died in a village called Idleglen in the 1300s. When he rode into hell and died there. He was dragged back out by some comrades who buried him here. It's all written on his soul if you know how to read it.
He's gonna... Seymour's gonna, like, slowly approach the dog. and he's gonna put his hand out like he's gonna put his hand out like this to see if the dog's gonna smell. She shouldn't do this to a dog. She should do this to a dog. Dog owner here. And he's gonna wait until if it's gonna react to Seymour.
It will sniff at Seymour's hand. Then it will cock its head a bit toward where Tenebris is. And then when Tenebris seems to give a slight nod of his approval, the dog will push into your hand.
So after that, Seymour's gonna just stroke his head, and he's gonna look around the room and go, "Okay, so it seems we need to find a way out. Hopefully everything's done. The deal's done." And he's gonna look for a different way out because he knows that it's closed off behind him. So is there a different way out where he's going?
Roll a perception check.
Oh yeah, perception, great. Oh wait, cocked. Oh, not bad. 16, natural 18, but 16. God,
16, okay.
Negative 2 on perception, y'all. It's terrible.
It actually happens to work out that what Tenebris did to turn the soul of this Hell Rider into the soul of a dog, into the shape of a dog,
So sick.
put out the hellfire that you use to forge the blade. It means that of all the tunnels that lead out of this chamber, you see the one that has light coming down it.
So Seymour would absolutely follow the light, no matter where, because he doesn't know where anyone is. So he'd be following the light. I'm gonna turn to Tenebris and go. Question: my friends aren't really going to look at this dog. Does the dog look evil? I don't know. Like, is it just a normal dog with blue eyes, or
Imagine a wolf-sized animal
fucking dope
with blue eyes. Fine. If it's of a concern to you, there are ways to make people see other things. And you just see him make an almost careless gesture. And when he does, you see two dogs standing in the same place. One of them is the dog you were introduced to, the wolf with blue eyes. The other dog, which you know isn't the true form of this animal, but you could understand how people would see it that way, is a small black dog with curly hair.
Aw.
Perhaps a cross between, say, a Labrador and a
Poodle.
who looks very sweet.
I'll take the wolf, please.
How dare you?
Of course, I'll take the little pooch.
It's what everyone will see, Seymour.
Okay, that's fine. That's a lot better. But still blue eyes? I do want the blue eyes. I think the blue eyes would look dope.
So I'll put it to you this way. The way that you see this dog is as a wolf with blue eyes.
Okay.
Everyone else will see it is as a Labradoodle with blue eyes.
Sick.
We'll all see Fiend.
Hello, Fiend.
And you see Dog.
Dog. I see. D-O-double-G.
You see Finn on the inside. Yeah.
Oh, exactly. All right. So,
Finn is cannon, yeah.
Finn is cannon, yo. He's gonna die.
The immediate shocker in your face, Becca.
Yo, hey, I'm not gonna forget about my pets. You lot do.
Look, Beetlejuice is doing just fine, okay?
Whoever this Beetlejuice is fine.
Beetlejuice 2.3 is wonderful, okay?
2.3.
So you want to follow
That's
wherever
about
this
things.
light is.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so he's gonna reach up to the wolf, and he's just gonna contemplate a name for it, but not yet. He doesn't know yet.
Sure.
No, it can't be Finn. I'm not naming something what might potentially die Finn. All right, I ain't doing that.
I mean, you say that like I'm not gonna say
Phineas.
that. I'm not gonna say that.
Phineas is pretty fucking dope. All right, Phineas. Yeah, it's Phineas. It's Phineas. Yeah. So he's gonna follow the light. How poetic. Am I healed? I asked for be healed by Tenebrous, and he fucking like brushed it off. He's give me a dog to look after.
True.
He has given you some extra life. He's
you-
given you
did
something to
you-
live for.
I'm dying. He's like, there's a dog. All right, cool.
The best
Take
medicine.
it.
Dog. Well, I assume that you tacitly agreed to the deal.
No, it's not. It's Tenebrous. It's Finnebrous. It's Finnebrous. It's got to be Finnebrous. That's the name of the dog. It's Finnebrous. We've done it.
I assume that in naming the dog, you've tacitly agreed to Tenebris's deal.
Of course.
Okay. In which case, you are healed.
Oh, nice. Sick. Yay. Give me that heal, baby.
And you will also get an item, which I'll drop into your character sheet later, called a Sword of Wounding.
I've read upon them. They're so cool. Yeah.
So you go to follow the light. And as you get close to it, you notice that there's something strange about it. Kaya, you are following tracks. You have been following tracks for a while. Luckily, after you get far enough away from the Displacer Beast's den, you stop seeing Displacer Beast footprints. And it becomes a little easier to follow what you have to assume are Seymour's prints. Except you actually see two in the ground. One of them appears to be footprints from a heavily armored being. Someone wearing plate mail who's been walking through the tunnels. The other are very clearly the boot prints of Seymour.
I should have investigated the body. I forgot to investigate the body. God damn it. It's fine. Shit.
But you can follow these without much checking. They wind through these barrow tunnels. You see much what Seymour saw before.
Seymour.
DM, do I hear it?
You do not hear it.
Cool.
However, Kai, you will start to hear a scrabbling noise coming from the surrounding tunnels.
Seymour? Hello?
Do you now? I assume Reyna is continuing to cast light.
Mhm.
I would like Kaya to roll me a perception check.
16.
16. All right. In the light of Reyna's quarterstaff, you see a figure moving off through one of the tunnels. But it is very clearly not Seymour. It is something with bones and matted fur. Almost a mummy of a thing.
I keep moving at a slightly faster pace.
Can I hit it?
Do it. Do it. Have fun, y'all.
I don't want to hit it. Kaya, please.
Smack it.
Go ahead. But Kai's gonna keep going.
Let's just yeah, go.
Hetty, let's just keep going. If we walk into it again, you can hit it, but not now, okay?
Like it's at McDonald's. We'll go on the way back.
We have food at home.
Please.
Okay,
Just-
sure. Yeah, you're right. Seymour might be in trouble. And Hattie follows Kaya.
The deeper you go, the more of the scrabbling you hear. Out of the corner of your eye, the more of these things you see. And more importantly, these things start seeing you.
Can I hit them yet?
How many of them do I see, and how many of them see me?
Interesting. Well, at first it was just 1. Then it was 2, 3, 5.
Quarterstaff at the ready.
Okay, when I see 3, I'd like to do something, but
Yeah. As this happens, Reina will look around and will try to find a way out to see if there's a door somewhere to go through.
There's always the way you came.
Kaya, are we going? Yeah?
wait, when Kaya sees 3, have any of them seen her?
One of them slowly turns, and an eyeless skull looks at you.
All right, interesting. Are there so you said there were like branching corridors and stuff, right?
Yes.
All right. Could Kaya slip into one of the branching off corridors, kind of away from Reina's light, to be a little bit more in the dark?
Sure.
Okay, she's gonna do that.
You just leave Hattie and Reina to chill in Reina's light while this happens?
And then she's gonna cast Disguise Self to make herself look like one of those withered figures.
Okay. All right. So you try to make yourself look like a witherling.
Yes.
He's gonna punch you.
All right.
Ah!
All right. Yeah. So you can make yourself look like one of these things.
Well, and then she's gonna keep going.
Okay. Do the others do anything to disguise themselves?
I
It's
don't
like
have anything to
like-
disguise myself.
it's like Shaun of the Dead now, isn't it?
Has
It's-
anyone seen us?
So
Has any
one
of
of
the
them,
witherlings seen us?
one of them looked at you and chattered its teeth a little.
Is it attacking though?
Not yet, but the others have begun chattering their teeth too.
I will.
How many are there?
I will cast Fairy Fire to see how many there really are.
All right. So that's a dexterity save.
Yes.
Failed it miserably.
Okay.
So, Reina, the cavern glows like crystal. Has bones and skulls and things half buried in walls begin to glow. And of soft, quiet droning, like bees buzzing, begins to start as all of these bones begin moving.
Right?
Okay, Hattie, your cues now.
Okay, and the one closest to me, I'm just gonna whack with my quarterstaff.
All right, we'll come right back to that. Seymour,
Yes.
no matter how far down this tunnel you go, you never quite reach the light.
Mm.
At a certain point, not too far after you started, you realize that the light must be moving, traveling around corners and things. At a certain point, you see a shadow being cast on the wall. You catch up to it enough to realize that it's a person holding a thing. Walking at a slow and even pace through the tunnels.
Seymour's gonna just keep an eye on it. He's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna sort of follow it, keep distance, but just following its patterns right now. If it's like on a loop, if it's like sort of searching the area, or if it's just aimlessly walking and that's it. So he's sort of trailing it, basically. Tailing it, sorry.
There is one corner that you turn as you trail it, where you manage to catch just a glimpse out of the corner of your eye of a hooded figure, wearing a cloak that drapes all the way to the ground, carrying a lantern on a stick, as she processes through the barrow tunnels. Do you continue to follow her?
Yeah. Come on. I'm not going back now.
At that point, then, you eventually reach a corridor where everything now is stone. It looks worked in a way that back at the Displacer's Den, it didn't. At some point, it transitioned from one thing into another. And the light is steady now up around the corner. It's no longer moving forward. You no longer see shifting shadows, just the solid light hitting the end of the wall at the end of the corridor.
Simon's going to look around the area before he starts heading any further or closer to the light. Just wants. Is it sorry, a corridor still I'm in, and it's just in stone, or is it opened up a tiny bit?
It's still a corridor. It's just sort of a wall.
But it looks just like almost well maintained now, like it's respectful. So it's almost.
Yeah, it's not dug, right? It's actually like stacked stone.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Tenebris,
Yes.
what can you see? Can you see something I can't see right now? Almost feels like a trap, but I have no choice.
To be honest with you, Seymour, I'm unsure what that thing is.
Huh.
I've seen many things, but nothing quite like it. Although, I get the vaguest sense that it is somehow related to those 3 old women that you met on the side of the road.
He's gonna think to himself, I didn't make any deals. It's not my fault. He's gonna slowly approach.
How do you whack a thing? So let's roll initiative for you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna to Lou guys.
Do I get out of round?
You
How
get
much-
advantage for Fairy Fire, by the way, whenever you attack.
To hit, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to let you get a hit off, but we're going to go ahead and do initiative now. So I know
Okay,
where
I
you
was gonna say. Ooh.
I'm rolling so well tonight. This is great. I'm not used to rolling this many good.
It's nice for a change.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. All right. So, Raina, how'd you do?
2.
2. All right. Kaya, how'd you do?
23.
23. Hattie?
Nice.
22.
22. All right. And the Witherlings. All right. The Witherlings will go there.
I can just sit back
so-
and relax.
Hattie, yeah, Snipe, you got a thing going on. I promise. We'll get
I'm
around
fine,
to what's
don't
going on with you. Kaya, actually, Hattie, I'm gonna let you go ahead and attack first. I'm gonna say that you got
Did
the
you
first
say I
hit
have
off.
Advantage, yeah, because of
From
Fairy
Fairy
Fire.
Fire, yeah.
Well,
On
I
every-
rolled 216, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Huh.
Yeah, you're good. You hit
24 to hit.
it. You definitely hit.
That's wait, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 points of damage.
Okay, so this one that you whack, which is one that's like half climbing out of the wall, you just
Yeah.
like decimated its skull.
Okay.
Kaya, you are now first.
All
So-
right. So for her action, she's going to take out a short piece of copper wire, kind of wrap it around her finger, and very quietly whisper in order to send a message to Reyna. And she's just going to say, Reyna, fight them for as long as you can, but if it gets too much, retreat. I'm going to go look for Seymour. I'm disguised, so maybe that will help.
Okay. I hear it, but I won't respond.
And then I'm just gonna use my movement to try to, fit in. Just move towards where Seymour's footprints are.
Roll me a deception check.
Oh, thank you. Finally,
Something I'm
There you
good
go.
at.
my plus 11 comes in handy. Oh, okay, that's 24.
Nice.
24. You can actively deceive the Witherlings. They're not very smart. They're dead. So you definitely have the one up on them as far as tricking them goes. Hattie,
Yes.
we're back to you.
Okay.
There are now Witherlings coming out of the ceiling, the walls, and the floor.
Oh, that's fun. Do I still have advantage on attacking?
Always.
Yes,
As long
okay.
as fairy fire is on.
Whatever is closest to me, I'm just gonna do a sweeping thing with the quarterstaff.
Monk turns, guys.
Sweeping thing, yeah.
Does
Sweeping
24 work?
24 will work. Yep.
Here comes the flexing.
It's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. All right.
I'm gonna just whatever is closest to me. I have no idea how to specify which witherlings I'm taking
That's
out.
fine.
But
There are enough in here that you can literally just swing and hit one. So
Okay.
like you just took one out right there.
Yeah.
And now two more are rising out of the ground behind.
okay, punch one in the face.
All right, go for it.
This is how he's dream technically. Just constantly fighting multiple enemies at once.
24.
24. All right. That will definitely hit.
D6. And that'll be 11 points of damage.
All right. 11 points of damage. So you just knock out another one.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna key point flurry of blows.
Okay.
You take them out one by one, like in one hit. And you're like, I'm gonna flurry of blows you. Sick.
17 to hit.
17 will hit.
9 points of damage. My second flurry of blow hit is 26.
Nice.
26. Okay.
Hattie's
And
on it.
that's 11 points of damage again.
Nice. Yeah. So you are literally punching these things and like you're just fracturing skulls left and right. You're basically as good as the Revenant at this, Hattie. Just like crushing it.
Nice.
But now it's the Knoll Witherling's turn. And now there are 20 of them in here. Which
Fuck.
means that both of you are going to get hit twice. So, Hattie, you are going to take a total of 10 piercing damage as Knoll Witherlings come down on you.
I don't believe they can be blinded.
Uh,
Witherlings.
No, they actually have no eyes.
Yeah, that's
So-
yeah. Okay, never mind.
Wait, can I
know.
parry strike?
You can if you want to try to use a key point.
Yes.
So you can parry strike one of those.
No, actually, I've only got 2 key points left. I'll take it. It's
Take the
fine.
hits, dude.
Okay. All right. So you take 10 piercing, and Reyna takes also 10 piercing damage as Knoll Witherlings descend on her as well. Reyna, it is now your turn. Oh my God, so many skeletons.
She will look around, and she'll see where everything's coming from, and she'll stand in the middle of the room, smack down a quarterstaff,
Sick.
and cast basically turn undead, but destroy undead,
Okay.
and use her channel divinity to destroy as many as she can.
All right. So whenever that goes off, first of all, what is the radius of that actually?
I don't believe it says anything about radius, but that could be me.
Is it just the ones that you can see? Sorry,
Yeah,
it's
I
been a
think
while
so.
since I've.
Yeah, it's been a while since I used it. Channel divinity, turn undead. Question: it doesn't say any reach or area. Oh well.
Okay.
Each undead that you can see or hear within 30 feet of you.
There you go.
Make a
30
wisdom
feet.
save.
okay.
30 feet.
Okay. All right. So they'll make a wisdom save, and then if they
If they succeed, they're destroyed? How does that work?
No, if they fail, they're destroyed.
If they're
But I'm not
right,
sure what
okay.
their challenge rating is.
yeah,
Okay.
Because if they're
Um,
a half
oh
or
my God.
over.
They so did fail. So, the 20 witherlings that are on the surface, just you see the magic that's holding them together, just crumble.
sick.
Let's
go, Raina.
And there's
In fact,
yeah.
it's almost like imagine if you will that whenever you slam down the staff, there's a pulse of magic that webs out and ensnares them all, and then just drops them to dust
So cool.
as they're entangled in this web. And then more begin to climb out of the walls after them.
Damn, Raina, you just make me look like an idiot. If you could do that, why
I
don't you
will.
just do that? in the
Sorry.
first-
Kaya, run now.
Kaya's already running, man.
Kaya's already gone. I'm not even including Kaya in initiative anymore. She's gone.
Okay.
She took off running. Yeah, Hattie, what is it that you want to do?
The next
now-
people who are closest to me. Friggin' what else have I got? I can't turn undead. I can't destroy undead.
No, it's good. Just
Get my
hit those
silly
attacks.
Stick and
Hold them
hit them with
attacks.
my silly little key points
Melee fighters, dudes.
in this silly little burrow. I don't care. That'll be 27 to hit.
Yep.
You
Now-
can flex with that, okay?
Flex, yeah.
I can't do anything. I'm so useless. That's 26.
27.
27.
35.
That's 10 points of damage.
Bam.
And then
Destroyed.
Then I'll hit them with my quarterstaff again, I guess.
Oh no,
Alright.
poor Hattie.
Aw. But there's
Yo,
38 to hit.
No witherlings look so cool. I've just seen a picture of them. They're so dope to look at.
They do look
25 to
great.
hit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Kind of see it, yeah.
Smash
Hang
it.
on.
Whoa.
There. It's like, ah.
Pony boys.
Yeah.
That's 12 points of damage on the next one.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
dope.
you smash another one.
And then I'm just gonna punch another guy in the face.
I like them.
And that's another 26 to hit.
Yeah, just smash through another one.
And that's 8 points of damage.
Yep, you just like fractures go. So you take 3 more out. Like even as they're calling out the walls, you're just like, no, get away. God damn it, I can't do Child Divinity.
No, stop. No.
And then as you do it,
Reconsider your life choices.
5 more drop out of the ceiling, 5 more climb out of the floor, 5 more come out of the walls, and y'all are gonna get hit some more.
Raina, I think this might be counterproductive.
So Hattie, I want
just-
you to take 6 more points of piercing damage.
Let's just keep them off for now. We can take it, I'm sure.
Raina, you take 6 points of piercing damage.
When Hattie is the voice of reason, you know shit's going down.
And Raina, it is your time.
Okay, she'll look around and see. She'll try to find as many, cones she can get, and she will cast Burning Hands. Like, she'll take the quarterstaff, drop the quarterstaff, and put her hands aside and cast Burning Hands.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and cast it, and that's a dexterity saving throw. I think?
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. They got that one, so they'll fail.
Okay. Oh shit, I rolled really well. That's 18 points of damage.
18 points.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah,
Each
so
one
you
of them.
you can kind of like capture the floor and the wall in your burning hands and just burn away 10 more of these things. Just gone, in like this singe of things. But then even more climbing out after
Yeah.
that. So, Hattie,
What up?
what do you want to do with this situation?
I'm gonna get my silly little stick.
Okay.
My silly little key points. It's still advantage on.
So you have already destroyed all the ones that were fairy fired. So
Okay.
these ones do not have fairy fire. So it's just a regular attack.
11.
That does not hit.
Dope.
You miss.
I swing again with my silly little stick.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. Yep.
Hell yeah. With my silly little stick. Fuck. That's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Yeah,
I'm
so
not
you
gonna-
destroy one.
Punch them in the face with 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That'll hit.
And 17. 17? Jesus Christ, 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. All right, cool. All right, so you destroy 2 more, but you miss 1. So then the Null Witherlings, some of them begin coming out of the ground beneath you. Reyna, one of them bites into your foot for 6 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Get the
Another
fuck
one-
out, you lot. What are you doing?
Another
no!
one swings with its claws from the wall and does an additional 5 points of damage to you, Reyna.
Okay.
Then Hattie, 2 come out and bite you, doing a total of 10 points of damage to you, piercing damage.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say. No, I'm not gonna say anything. I will look around, panic in my eyes, grab my quarterstaff, and start running back to where the way we came from.
All right, yeah.
What about... There's a...
You better
All right.
run, boys.
So Reyna's done. She's like, I'm not calling on any of my god friends. I'm not doing anything. I'm just leaving. This is shit.
Well,
All right.
I hope Hattie follows me. And if she does, yeah.
How is gonna be like Predator when we're against all the aliens?
Span of a Christmas
Well,
tree.
I
don't
think-
she's
I
gonna
think-
just
The
bring it back.
attention span of a Christmas tree.
Okay, I think as Reyna,
Wait, hold on.
She's not gonna see me.
Reyna, what do you want to do? What do you want
as
to do?
Reyna's running out, she'll look back once more, and scream at Hattie, "Come on, let's get out!" And she will cast, do it again, Channel Divinity, turn on that.
Okay.
Well, you get 2 now, don't
Right.
you?
Yeah.
That's so good. That's
So-
lucky.
Reyna, as you're running out, you see that, unbeknownst to you, more Null Witherlings were climbing out behind you. So, like the ones that you passed already, they were just a precursor to what was coming. But they fail the wisdom save, and you hear this voice from somewhere inside say, "Run, child. I will hold them back." And the webs around the tunnels just come to life and begin snapping and snaring all the Null Witherlings, begin like picking them up and attaching them to the ceiling and just like eating through them. And they are just like, it's like piano wire. They're just cutting through the bone and the fur and everything. And they're just falling, clearing a path before you to run out. Hattie, are you running after Reyna, or are you?
Honestly, I'm gonna punch a bitch. I'm gonna go, yeah, I'll be right with you. I'm gonna take my quarterstaff and smack one round the face.
Okay. go
Being
ahead.
picked up by webs.
Spider Mum to the rescue, and Hattie's just like, okay, and then thwacks one.
Does a 32 hit?
Is 27 hit?
Yes, it does.
It's too far off.
17 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna punch one in the face while I'm gonna turn and start like going, but like
Sure.
punch one in the face on my way out.
Can
and
we say,
that's-
for the flavor of it, that Hattie is basically playing pinata on the way out?
Yeah.
Just like smash.
Yeah, that's 22 to hit.
Yes, that
With,
absolutely is.
8 points of damage.
8
And
points
then
of
fuck it, I'm gonna spend a key point and do flurry of blows as well.
Not
Perfect.
All the time.
to get you
Why
out.
do I keep
Not,
running?
not step of the wind, just
Not step of the
Not
not step
Not
of the
step
wind.
of the wind.
Yeah. No, I love that.
25?
25. Perfect.
Hattie wants to fight. She doesn't want to run.
11 points of damage, and then for my second flurry of blows.
Flurry of blow.
One single blow.
I'm trying to count, y'all. You're not helping.
Just a fucking wolf trying to blow down a house.
Flurry of blow. That's Eltrell's
21
favorite
to
drug.
hit,
21 to hit. All right, that absolutely hits.
and that's 7 points of damage as well. And then I'm just gonna amble out, just like.
Well, let's say that for maximum cool here, right? Let's say that what Hattie has done is she has launched herself off of one knoll, and then her
Make Hattie
unarmed
sound so cool.
her unarmed strikes are like her just like kick jumping from one knoll to the other to catch up with where Reyna is, and then just like she lands, and then she just does like her because she's a monk and she's like super athletic and moves way more than anyone else does anyway. So she's just like doing a jump trot. Like, what the fuck? What was that about?
Yeah, Reyna, good point from my consciousness. What the fuck? What was that about?
That's watching every now and again. Hattie just like throws the stick, and it has the same like side effect as Into the Spider-Verse. He throws the bagel to the bagel, so it's just stick on top of a knoll's head.
Amazing. Okay, so Reyna and Hattie are
I
making
need that.
a run.
I need that in my life.
Hattie and Reyna are making a run out of the barrows as Kaya runs deeper into them. Seymour,
Aye.
Ah, shit.
you round the
shit.
corner.
Here we go again.
And when you round the corner, there is a wider room. Just a little wider than the hallway, though. And a square room, a small, but slightly wider than the hallway square room.
Sure.
And on the wall, there is a mural painted. And the mural shows a figure whose face you can't see, turned away from you. They are sitting on a hill wearing a black cloak. And they are sitting at a loom, weaving. And above them is a lantern.
He's gonna. How big is the mural? Is it the size of the wall?
It's about the size of what it's rectangular. Imagine like an incredibly blown up card.
Yeah.
That has been placed on a wall.
He's gonna walk up to the painting, and he's gonna touch the painting.
When you touch it, you can feel air
I fucking knew it.
moving between your fingers, going out.
He's gonna walk through the painting.
Okay, it's the bricks themselves are solid, but you feel air moving through them. That's what I
Okay.
mean.
Right. Okay.
So you can walk through the painting. It will hurt because you will be walking face first into a wall. But
Oh, so it's like, oh man, I don't know, because the light's there, but you can't get through it, right? So you can. What's the deal here? Am I thinking of going into it? Am I just supposed to be looking at the light?
roll me an investigation check.
I will. I haven't rolled investigation for ages. Oh, that was terrible. God damn it. 15 actually. It's not that bad.
15. Okay. You think that the air that you feel moving past your fingers indicates that the mortar in this wall has worn away.
Okay.
And usually air moves toward an exit.
Sure.
So if you can get through this wall, you can get out.
He will step back, then just fire off a couple of Eldritch Blasts, I guess. Hopefully making sure that like nothing breaks and the whole thing collapses again.
So the first one impacts the wall and the bricks shift noticeably.
Mhm.
The second one will create a noticeable dent in the wall. The third one will shatter some of the bricks. And the fourth one clears them away. And you see a green space with trees on the other side.
He'll climb out then.
When you climb out, with Finibris by your side,
Yay. Good boy.
you are immediately clocked in the head and knocked unconscious.
Finibris, no, how could you?
And that is where we'll end our game for today.
I'm knocked out once again. Let's go, baby.
How did we end almost exactly where we left off?
Yeah.
We got a
Seymour's
dog.
alone and unconscious.
Okay.
We do have a dog now.
And we got a good, cool weapon. I got a very cool weapon now.
And next week, we will figure out what is going on with Snipe and Hailra in Subar.
Hell yeah. Really fun. Really fun. Hattie, you're dead. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Hattie.
the blood pact got to us, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry,
Yeah.
Hattie.
The Blood Pact. It's a
Blood-
problem.
Blood pack got Hattie.
You died.
That was really fun. Man, I missed this game.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say, then,
That
DM?
blood pact.
Well, thank you all for joining us. Hopefully, you'll join us next week for the continuation of the Road to Elturel, where we'll see what happens when you split a party even further into
On the way, guys. I'm on a journey.
Have we split the four now?
Yep.
Yeah, you have a lot of pieces.
We
I
were
got
saying
Tidibris, I'm
that this
fine.
was a terrible idea when, like, we were given the option of like Hattie going off and Snipe going off, and we were like, "That's a bad idea. Splitting the party is not what we should be doing."
No, it's great. I love it.
I think
Uh,
Seymour doesn't know anything. He doesn't know about you there. So he's just doing his own thing right now.
Tune in tomorrow for even more D&D content, and of course the podcast we have through the week on Wednesdays and Thursdays. But until next time, adventure on, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye-bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.